You're ready for this?
Yo, who's the daddy? Easy guys, Dom here from CringeyDadGaming. So today's Dauntless video, we're taking a look at damage numbers. You know, those coloured numbers that come from the monster when you're hitting it, they do actually mean something. And in this video, we'll be going through what type of damage you're actually inflicting. This will help you determine if you're using the right sort of weapons and perks to take down a specific monster. So let's start with basic damage. So basic damage is indicated by white numbers and is the damage dealt directly to Behemoth's health pool. Is the main way of killing a behemoth. While other damage types do not damage the health pool, base damage is still being dealt in the background while dealing damage to break points. The number is simply hidden in favour of showing part damage. So what we mean by part damage is the yellow numbers. It's the damage dealt to unbroken parts of a behemoth. Those yellow numbers mean that you are indicating that type of damage. The damage does not directly damage a behemoth's actual health pool and only counts towards the damage threshold for breaking apart. So once that threshold is reached, the part will break off from a behemoth as a lootable item and no longer take part damage. So there are certain weapons that can deal part damage, but slashing weapons are usually going to be the best. So things like swords, axe, warpike and chain blades, and they have a 50% part damage bonus when attacking a tail. You can also use certain perks along with those weapons for part damage, such as blade storm or sharpen, so keep an eye out for those perks. So next up, you've got the staggered damage. This is really important against those enemies that move really fast. Staggered damage is dealt to a behemoth's head or legs and allows Slayer to stagger or knock down the behemoth. So the staggered damage is indicated by blue damage numbers and does not affect the behemoth's basic health pool. So generally hitting the head of a behemoth deals higher staggered damage than impact to the legs, but can vary between different behemoths. So primary weapons that you're going to use really to deal that damage is going to be things like the hammer. So blunt weapons deal a higher base amount of damage. There is a minimum damage threshold that must be met to deal stagger damage. So often a lower damage dealing weapon like chain blades will not deal stagger damage when attacking. So you pretty much want to go for those heavier weapons. So perks that will increase or deal stagger damage include things like the Knockout King, Pacifier and Weighted Strikes. So last but not least is wound damage, which will create points on a behemoth's body where part damage can be dealt, so things like legs, tail and head. The damage type is indicated by red numbers and does not affect the behemoth's basic health pool. Slashing weapons deal a 50% part damage to wounded parts and blunt weapons deal a plus 25% part damage to wounded parts. Piercing weapons have a minus 25 part damage penalty removed once the part is wounded. So as a part has taken wound damage, blue ether will be visible in the scars of the damaged part. When a part has become wounded, ether will flow out of the cuts. So things like piercing weapons, warpike have the innate ability to apply and deal wound damage. So the perks that you want to run with that are things like acidic, barbed and merciless. What I would recommend for you guys, because it is a lot to take in, is I would recommend going over to the Dauntless wiki page. I'm going to put the details in the description. Check it out. You will be able to have a good look through all the information. It really is going to help you guys. So if you've taken any tips from this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And also just watch this space for more Dauntless videos. I'll maybe see you in a game at some point soon. If not, I'll catch you on another video. And thanks for watching.
You're ready for this?
Yo, who's the daddy?